You have reached the 3-week mark, and instead of the superpowers you were promised, you feel like a hollow shell of your former self. Your libido has vanished, your motivation is at an all-time low, and a heavy, gray cloud of brain fog has settled over your and very. The tragedy of the day 21 wall is that most men interpret this biological transition as a sign of failure or deficiency. They think they have broken their internal machinery, and in a moment of sheer panic, they relapse just to see if their equipment still works properly today. You aren't broken. You are experiencing the biological flatline, a mandatory period of neurological downtime where your brain is aggressively downregulating its reward receptors. Your system is finally starving out the old, hyper-stimulated pathways to make room for a new, much more sensitive and very powerful. According to addiction neuroscience, your dopamine receptors have been burnt out by years of high-intensity artificial stimulation. By day 21, your brain realizes the cheap highs aren't coming back, so it temporarily shuts down the pleasure centers to undergo a massive structural and very deep chemical and very. Reference the delta phos-B protein accumulation. This molecular switch is finally beginning to degrade, but the process creates a neurochemical void. You are effectively in a healing crisis where your body is purging the sluggish energy of your past. This is the winter of your recovery and very. The flatline is the ultimate filter of the retention journey. It is the period where the boys are separated from the men. Anyone can stay disciplined when they feel like a god, but only a true warrior can stay disciplined when he feels like nothing at all today. Imagine a construction crew renovating a massive skyscraper. They have to turn off the power and the water to replace the old rusted pipes. On day 21, the power is off. You are living in a construction zone, and you must trust the architect within your end. Most men fail because they fear the void. They cannot handle the silence of a quiet libido or the weight of a low mood. They don't realize that the void is where your new self is being forged. You are currently leveling up, but the screen is. The twist that saves your streak is realizing that the flat line is proof of progress. If you didn't feel down, it would mean your brain wasn't changing. The gray days are the evidence that your neuroplasticity is actively working to restore your masculine edge and vary. To survive the flatline, you must implement the autopilot protocol immediately. You must stop relying on motivation, which is currently non-existent, and start relying entirely on skeletal habits. You must do the work because you said you would, not because you feel like doing it. And practical framework step 1, the low stimulus diet. Do not try to fix your low mood with junk food, social media, or video games. This only prolongs the flatline. Embrace the boredom. Let your brain stay in the quiet so it can heal much faster. And practical framework step 2, cold exposure therapy. When your internal dopamine is low, an external shock like a cold shower can force a natural spike in norepinephrine and dopamine. It acts as a jump start for your stalled nervous system, giving you a temporary and very holy. Practical framework step 3, the mission anchor. Double down on your physical labor. Even if you feel weak, move the iron. Even if you feel stupid, write the code. You are teaching your brain that the work continues regardless of the mood. You are the master. Expectation reset. The flatline can last a few days or a few weeks. There is no fixed schedule for healing. You must be prepared to walk through the fire for as long as it takes. Your only job is to not flinch. You are the end. The reality of the flatline survivor is that he emerges with superhuman sensitivity. Once the gray cloud lifts, you will find that small things bring you massive joy again. The sunlight, a good meal, and a real conversation will feel like electric bliss to your very. You will notice that your internal peace becomes much deeper after the flatline. You are no longer twitchy. You have conquered the need for constant stimulation. You have reached a state of stoic equilibrium that most men will never know in their entire, very distracted lives. The world wants you to relapse during the flatline because a depressed man is a submissive man. By outlasting the gray, you are becoming dangerously resilient. You are a man who can function in the dark, and that makes you an unstoppable force in the very. You might feel a sudden surge of existential dread when your old copings are gone. Do not run. Sit with the dread. Ask it what it wants to teach you. You are finally meeting yourself without the mask of dopamine. This is a very holy, and tears of brutal transformation might hit you when you realize how numb you actually were. You are finally feeling again, even if what you feel is pain. The pain is the feeling of life returning to a limb that has been asleep for a decade. The suspense of your flatline survival is the realization that the light is coming. You are in the deepest part of the night, just before the dawn of your new life. You are the alchemist of the shadow, and the gold you are making is. Your relationships will stay stable during this time, only if you communicate your downtime. Tell those close to you that you are focused and internal right now. Do not let your flatline irritability destroy the bridges you have built. You are the captain of, and this is the philosophy of the void. You are moving beyond pleasure and into purpose. You are treating your brain as a sacred temple that is currently under holy renovation. You are the master of the seed and the captain of the recovery, and the emotional weight of surviving day 21 is the feeling of absolute certainty. If you can stay disciplined when you feel nothing, you can stay disciplined through anything. You have hardened your soul in the ice of the flatline. You are the master of, but the danger is in self-sabotage. You might try to test yourself by looking at triggers to see if you are still functional. This is a trap. Your function will return when the healing is done. Do not poke the wound. Let it end. One moment of panic relapse will reset your neural progress. Back to day 0. You will have to relive the entire 3 weeks of struggle again. You are choosing long-term rewiring over short-term reassurance every single day. You are the master of the soul. Your journey is a biological masterpiece in the art of patience. You are proving that a man can withstand the silence of his own biology to reach a higher state of being. You are the survivor of the brain reset, a man who has finally. The suspense of the morning the cloud lifts is the source of your new, quiet hope. You don't know when it will happen, but you know it will happen. You are the master of the weight, the captain of the calm, and the one. As the sun sets on your flatline day, you stand in the absolute integrity, a man who did not break. You are the retained man, the survivor of the void, and the one who has finally, beautifully, and eternally found the way to heal himself. The final silence of this script is the silence of perfect trust. No panic, no doubt. Just the steady rhythmic pulse of a man who is finally rebuilding. You are the master of the soul.